And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. It's the NBA on D8.
Kevin, thank you.
Well, that's a great story. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris, and it's Barton in at the 3. Now here's Murray. Millsap kicks to Murray, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Here's Tucker. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. 3 on the clock. Here's Covington. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Millsap against Covington. Now here's Murray. Guarded closer. Harris kicks to Millsap. Back to Harris. Pass to Barton. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Murray finds Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up. Barton, no luck. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by House.
Again, using his frame and size right there, Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
Murray outside. Back to Harris. The pass to Barton. There's the feed to Harris. And here's Jokic. And that one drops.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
To the inside. Westbrook kicks to House. Covington in the corner. To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. Houston also making some changes. Green comes in for Robert Covington. And Gordon subbed in for Daniel House. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. With the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. On the wing, Green. Outside, Gordon. And there's 1:45 left in the first. Back to Green. Second shot opportunity. Gordon finds Green. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Out to Morris. Lets it go with a 3. He can't get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. Down low. Gordon dishes to Green. Back to Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside, Porter. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Rivers. And the wide open shot from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Here's Plumlee. Hits it from about 6 feet away.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
Now here's McLemore. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Craig. Grant outside. Plumlee, the pass to Porter. Here's Craig. Good work there as it goes. Here's Rivers. To the middle. Green kicks to Gordon. Here's Rivers. Good work defensively by Morris. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to him.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Robert Covington out there with Damari Carroll. And there's Gordon. Then it's McLemore. And it's Rivers in at the 1. It's good on the putback. Plumlee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
McLemore, the pass to Carroll. Back to McLemore. Feeds to Carroll. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Eric Gordon. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And Jokic gets it to go.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Covington down low. Millsap's there. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Tucker. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Barton. Right side Millsap. Barton outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Harris finds Barton. Now, here's Jokic. 5 on the clock. Millsap left side. Here's Harris. And it's rebounded by Covington. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Got a piece of it. The Nuggets leading by 3. It's Barton on the wing. It's Barton on the wing. Jokic kicks to Murray. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
For the Nuggets, Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Green's checked in. Greg is a young player. One of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Tucker.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Craig. Murray with it. Count that one.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
On the wing, Green. And Green slams it in.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Passes to Grant. Outside for Murray. Craig passes to Murray. Here's Craig. Now Murray. 23 seconds left in the first half. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Here's Tucker. No good. That would have tied it.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's House. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Morris. Grant is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The score now all even. Tucker's got 7.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility. One of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. On the wing, Harden. Back to Gordon. He dishes it to Tucker. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Grant, the bounce pass. Plumlee finds Morris. The putback.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Gordon, the pass to Tucker. Makes it off the glass. Tucker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Back to Daniels. Denver passing it around. The shot from the low post is good. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Tucker. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 11 points in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
On the wing, Porter. Grant gets a wide open look. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Covington passes to Gordon. Stolen by Grant. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Westbrook against Morris. Daniels from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Now here's Covington. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Barton comes in for Porter. And Harris subbed in for Daniels. The Rockets also changing it up. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Then McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Plumlee's got 10.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's McLemore. Carroll with it. Guarded now by Morris. Carroll against Morris. Houston needs to get a shot up. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Murray's checked in for Denver. Jeff Green is checked in for the Rockets. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Murray. The dish to Millsap. Murray. Great positioning on the putback. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And Jamal Murray showing that he's capable moving without the ball to find some points.
Gordon inside. Barton defending. Gordon dishes to McLemore. Back to Gordon. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Rockets making a switch here. House is checked in. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray, the pass to Barton. Outside for Murray. Keeps it alive, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Inside, here's McLemore. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to McLemore, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to Murray. Out to Harris. Down low. Pass to Millsap. Barton left side. Back to Millsap. To the right side. To the inside. It's stolen by Carroll. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Rivers. Rockets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The Nuggets leading by 6. Plumlee finds Murray. Back to Plumlee. Here's Millsap, and there's the pass to Murray. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And you really have to give credit to Gordon right there, getting up in his man's comfort zone, which threw him off that shot.
And so it... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then it's McLemore. And it's House in at the power forward.
Buttery right there. Knockdown shooter from that area. Murray taking advantage of that opportunity.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from McLemore.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
Here's Craig. Back to Murray. Right side Millsap. In the corner, Murray with it. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from James Harden. The Nugget shooting 43% for the game. Craig kicks to Plumlee. That shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Harden dishes to House. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Passes it to Jokic. To the wing right side. From the low block. And the bank shot is good. And the Nuggets lead by 6. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Yep, that one goes. Carroll's got his first 2 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Plumlee, the pass to Craig. Back to Plumlee. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's McLemore. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Nuggets leading by 4. To the paint, and here comes House, leading the fast break. And some nice passing there by Houston. And here's Harden for 3. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. He gets it in there. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Jokic against Carroll. Here is House. Kicks it out to Harden. Dishes it to Carroll. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A different look for Denver. Porter's checked in for Jamal Murray. And Monte Morris subbed in for Plumlee. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Robert Covington comes in for Daniel House. And Gordon subbed in for Ben McLemore. Morris right side. Right wing. Kicks it to Millsap. Covington with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Harden. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Now, here's Jokic. The feed now to Porter. Shoots over Tucker. Porter, no luck.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Westbrook. Nice D from Porter.
a lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Craig. Porter kicks to Craig. The kick out to Porter. And another miss by Denver.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Harden dishes to Covington. Back to Harden. Covington passes to Tucker. Outside Covington. Tucker finds Harden. To tie it up. The shot comes out. Back to Morris. Pass to Craig. Morris with the ball. From deep three-point range. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our... The famous We Love Houston. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Here's Herter. Stolen by Tucker. One-on-one here. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Houston moving the ball around. Covington with it. Guarded by Hunter. Covington passes to House. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tucker. And the layup's good off the glass.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Here's the Hawks with the ball.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Now, here is Young, and Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Hunter. Pass to Capella. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Tucker dishes to House. And Tucker kicks to Harden, and stolen by Hunter. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Here's Collins, defended by Covington. Passes it to Herter. Feeds to Capella. And the rejection by Harden. Covington finds Westbrook. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Houston needs to get a shot. The kick out to Westbrook. The 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Kevin Herter. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Young from outside. No good that time. And it's Houston the other way. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that field, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Teague to the middle. Now here's Reddish, guarded by McLemore. Reddish kicks to Jones. Tries again. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Yep, it counts.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Bembry. And here's Reddish. And Gordon over to help. Pass to the Bembry. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Rivers passes to Green. Houston moving it around. It's Carroll on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. They kick it out to Green. Dishes it to McLemore. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Teague. Bembry out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position. And Teague has it in the corner. Here's Dedmon. And it's good. 2 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Green draws the double. To the paint. Here's Rivers. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Outside Gordon. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Atlanta making some changes. Herter passes to Capella. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart pass. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Here's Capella. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Westbrook passes to Covington, and he gets it to go. Covington's got his first points in this one.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Capella with the bucket. Capella's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
In the corner, Harden. He feeds it to Tucker. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Atlanta making a switch here. Jones is checked in. 6 on the shot clock. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Hawks ball. So it's the Hawks now. 4-point game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Tucker. 4 on the clock.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Tucker with the ball, working on Jones. Inside, Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
The Hawks leading by 7. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Young is double. Pass to Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
So both teams changing it up here. Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the inside. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Rivers.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Teague, the pass to Fernando. It's over Carroll. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Rivers with 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So we've reached the end. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And a star in his role. Clint Capella. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Shots good from Young.
The most lethal part of Young's game, his outside shot is often on the money.
Pass to Harden. And a minute played as the second half gets going. to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Here's Capella. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Capella's a capable scorer from the interior. Nice job there.
Westbrook passes to Covington. It's stolen by Capella. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Over to the wing. Back to Young. Pass to Capella. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Hunter, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team for the Rockets. Green comes in for Robert Covington. And Gordon subbed in for Danuel House. Then for the Hawks, Reddish comes in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Green finds Tucker. Back to Green. Up and in on the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for 2nd all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. McLemore has come in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
McLemore inside the line. That one, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins.
And, you know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high-motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
Here's Fernando. T kicks to Bembry. Back to T. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bembry shot good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Rockets trail by 13. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Teague, the pass to the Bembry, over Rivers. Rockets with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Here's Green, kicks it out to Gordon. It's stolen by Reddish.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Back to Carroll. Right side, Green. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And they get it back. Good on the bucket. Green's got 4 this quarter. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's the pass to Bembry. Here's Dedmon. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Here's Green. The layup off target.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Jones, and it's Young in at the point guard position. Harden dishes to Covington. Back to Harden. And there's the feed to Tucker. Outside Covington. And he banks in the layup. Covington's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets.
Covington really gets to the hoop in no time thanks to tremendous speed. I mean, he's not easy to keep up with. He's really fast.
Kicks it out to Jones. Young with no one around. And the 3 off target.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Dedmon with the block. And he gets it back. Tucker. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with. And he gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Tucker can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 13. Hunter with it. Pass to Capella. It's Young on the wing. They grab their own miss. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Young for 3. James Harden with the rebound.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
House the pass to Tucker. Out to the right wing. Left side Westbrook. Outside Covington. The 17-footer. Westbrook can't get it to go.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And Young kicks to Collins. Young left side. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 16.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
It's stolen by Capella. Young looking around. He dishes it to Collins. Passes it to Herter. Beyond the arc. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Harden the pass to Tucker. The dish to House. Covington against Collins. It's stolen by Capella.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Clint Capella.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Dishes to Capella. Young way outside. Another three for Atlanta.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here is House. Dishes to Covington. Over Collins. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Atlanta with the ball. 11 unanswered points for him. Pass to Young. From deep. Another three for Atlanta.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Hey, Kevin,
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Ooh, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
Barton kicks to Murray.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Here's Herter. Bangs home the trifecta.
Kevin's biggest selling point, the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Murray against Young. Here's Jokic. Sweet move, and he sinks the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Capella, the pass to Herter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Hunter with it. Millsap's there. And that one's good. Hunter.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Harris inside. Here's Barton. Here's Jokic. Passes it to Millsap. Back to Jokic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here's Murray.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Millsap against Collins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
2 points. That one goes.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And Young kicks to Reddish. From short range. Here's Capella. Over in the corner, Reddish. Back to Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Nuggets trail by 8. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside. Pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Count it.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Atlanta leading by 9. Reddish with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And the pass to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Capella. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Harris finds Jokic. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shoots over Capella. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 6.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now here's Reddish. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Jones comes in for John Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Here's Jones. Dedmon passes to Bembry. Now here's Jones. Out to the right wing. Down low. 3 seconds left. And Jones slams it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Plumlee. Jeremy Grant is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Martin with it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Dedmon's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta. The Nuggets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Grant dishes to Morris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Morris has got his first basket. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Jones with it. Now defended by Grant. Right block shot. Jones, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 7. Craig passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Jones dishes to Dedmon. Teague against Morris. Here's Jones. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old-school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to Herter. The kick out to Teague. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Morris. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Barton, no luck.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Out to the wing. Inside. Here's Dedmon. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dedmon's got 4 this quarter.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
Now here's Barton, right wing, releases. Craig can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bembry the pass to Herter. Dedmon inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. Outside Teague. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. John Collins comes in for Jones. Hunter's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Harris. Fernando pulls it in. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Young finds Collins. Here's Fernando. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Hunter the pass to Fernando. It doesn't go for him. Outside Porter. Dishes at the Millsap. And the layup falls.
Shrug it off the contact. Millsap would not be denied.
And here is Hunter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 5. Kenny, how'd you see it? And that's a wrap.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
And he's good on the second. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Pass to Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Herter's got 5.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Free throw line jump shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Young, no good. The Nuggets trail by 8. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. when it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young dishes to Capella over Jokic. That misses off the backboard.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Here's Daniels. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Collins kicks to Young. Now here's Hunter. Jokic defending. To the paint. Here's Capella. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 8 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now Porter passes it to Daniels. Just 4 to shoot. Jokic. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Millsap with the steal. And now here comes Daniels. Leading the break. And Jokic slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Collins passes to Young. He dishes it to Capella. Clock is at 3. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella. Young's got 9.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Murray finds Jokic. Shoots over Capella. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Jokic.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here's Bembry. Barton defending. Count it. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Barton in the corner. It's Harris. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. It's good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Plumlee attacking. Grant gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks ahead, up 4. 2K Sports back in. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Craig in at the 4 spot. Up the floor, here's Fernando. That shot off. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 4. Harris with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Here's T. Fernando, the pass to Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. On the wing, Harris. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. To the inside, here's Plumlee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for T. So we can't get either to fall. Atlanta leading by 3. Young outside. The pass to Huerter. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Count that one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Craig. Reddish with the double team. Now Harris fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters. They come through in those positions.
Young taking his time here. Shoots. Here's Fernando. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Harris outside. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Pushing the action, not worried about who's in front of him. Kevin Huerter can deliver through contact.
To the wing right side. Barton outside. A putback. Jokic on the follow.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Denver calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Clint Capella.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Damian Jones. John Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Hunter subbed in for Reddish. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, shades of Roddy Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. That's good from Harris.
Yeah, terrific and 1 on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Pass to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Young. Hunter with it. Back to Young. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
And so Young nails them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Murray. Jokic, great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And it's good for 2.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Murray kicks to Jokic. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Murray. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
To the right side. Capella dishes to Hunter. Young against Murray. Kept alive. Capella. It counts. And the foul. It's on Gary Harris.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. He sinks the clutch free throw.
And you talk about coming through at the most crucial moment. What a job to tie this thing up.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Martin passes to Murray. Over Young. Ooh, offline. Here's Redick. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Big time shot from Cam. This will do wonders for his confidence.
That free throw good from Reddish.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
For 3, Murray misses the 3. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. Murray. No good on the shot. And Houston the other way now.
Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Low block shot. Can't cash in from close range.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Harden against Harris. Now Covington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
No matter where the play is, Westbrook comes to support it. Able to get back up court so fast.
Here's Murray. Out to Harris. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded by Tucker. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. Jokic, no good.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Millsap finds Harris. Barton outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. And another miss by Denver.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
A nice shot by Tucker.
That mid-range jumper was Tucker's shot. When he was a young player, he's more about the 3 now, but not all the time.
Nuggets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And Murray, here we go. Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Denver shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Gordon's checked in for Houston. Takes it out to Covington. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Tucker. An easy 2 points on the layup. Tucker's got 6.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So for the Rockets, Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here we go. Plumlee heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen it.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Grant gets a wide open look. Goes back up. Kicks to Porter. Back to Grant. Shoots over Carroll. No good from Grant.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Harden dishes to Carroll. Back to Harden. Green left side. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Grant. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Gordon. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 9. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. Misses off the right iron.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now the pass to Carroll. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead. They lead by 9. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, Jamari Carroll is out there with Gordon. Then it's Green. Then it's McLemore. And it's Rivers in at point guard. Grant kicks to Plumlee. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
It's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Porter. On the wing, Morris. Porter with it. He's against Gordon. And that one's good by Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Gordon inside. Guarded by Porter. Carroll against Grant. The shot by Carroll, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Porter passes to Grant. To the inside. Here's Craig. Back to Plumlee. Passes to Craig. Just 5 to shoot. With the putback. It's good on the putback. Plumlee's got 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. The free throw drops for Jeff Green. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it
with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, was it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And the Rockets making a change here. Covington's checked in. He kicks to Tucker. Pass to House. Back to Tucker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Wide open look here for Murray. That one off the back iron and out.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And it's Westbrook missing. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. Murray, no good. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. McLemore, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Nuggets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Murray dishes to Harris. Back to Murray. Harris passes to Murray. Over Westbrook. Millsap trying to get open. Again, the miss by Murray.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Murray kicks to Barton. Back to Murray. Millsap left side. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Yes, that goes in. McLemore's got 4 this quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Pass to McLemore. To the left side wing. Down low. The kick out to Westbrook. Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Murray.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The pass to House. Dishes to Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Not lacking assertiveness inside. Westbrook terrific at taking initiative and forcing the D's hand.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Porter. Launches it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Would love to see more.
And so it's Houston riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a fast pace for Houston at the outset. They strung together several impressive trips down. Thanks for joining.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Rockets leading by 15. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Westbrook dishes to Tucker. And he makes that one. Tucker's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Rockets.
Oh, great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Back to Tucker. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Nuggets trail by 19. Passes it to Craig. Jokic kicks to Craig. Stolen by Harden. Outside Westbrook. House the pass to Westbrook. Houston moving it around. Here is House. Back to Westbrook. Inside. Tucker finds Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Tucker can't get it to go.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
On the wing, Morris. Jokic trying to free himself up. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Harden right side. To the paint. Here's Tucker. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Craig passes to Millsap. Harden with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 17. Here's House. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Here's Craig, guarded by Harden. Here's Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got his 2nd bucket.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Craig passes to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Jokic.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Westbrook finds Covington. Back to Westbrook. Here's Tucker. He's got 12. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Westbrook. Doesn't go for him. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 15.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Takes it from 10. And Covington sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Pushing it up. Here's Green. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he recovers it. Rivers dishes to Green. Second chance effort. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Craig. The rebound by Harden. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Murray finds Plumlee. Got it. Good job in the low post. Plumlee's got 8.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
The 3 from Harden. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Grant the pass to Porter. Back to Grant. The feed to Plumlee. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
He hits the 2nd from the line. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Pass to Rivers. To the inside. And Carroll gets it to go.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Harris passes to Plumlee. Misses. And so it's Houston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Gordon out there with Robert Covington. Then it's McLemore. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Gordon kicks to McLemore. Back to Gordon. Houston moving it around. McLemore, the pass to Carroll. Over Plumlee. That one rolling around and rims out. The Nuggets trail by 14. On up the court. Finished off the break. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Westbrook with the bucket.
No, you got to play better defense than this. Westbrook is ready to take the shot when given.
Murray outside. Inside, Plumlee. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Gordon finds Carroll. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Carroll passes to Gordon. Back to Carroll, and stolen by Barton. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Westbrook against Murray. Right at the free throw line, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Pass to Westbrook. Takes it out to Covington. The pass to Carroll. Over Plumlee. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. It's Barton on the wing. Porter against Gordon. The kick out to Barton. No good with the triple. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Back to Covington. Down low. Pass to McLemore. To the inside. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Gordon. And it's Harden in for Ben McLemore. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Porter. Tries from 10. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barton passes to Jokic. A 3 ball. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Barton.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Covington finds Tucker. Outside, Covington. Pass to Tucker. And nothing is falling for him right now.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Back to Murray. He dishes it to Barton. Fires from the wing. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Now the Rockets with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Covington. Pass to Westbrook. Kicks it to Covington. Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. So Houston wins it. It was up for grabs. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
for the land of the...
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And Tucker kicks to Harden. Back to Tucker. 4 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Covington's shot is off.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Here's Herter. Young with no one around. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Pass to Young. Pulls up on the wing. Good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. 4-point game to the left wing. House the pass to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. Back to Tucker. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Here's Herter, guarded by Harden. Herter passes to Capella. From deep three-point range, Young. It's good on the putback.
Now, when Young does this on the offensive glass, he can pile up big nights in the scoring column.
Here is House. Harden finds Covington. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Outside Covington. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Teague against Gordon. Teague kicks to Bembry. He dishes it to Jones. Hawks passing it around. And the basket is good. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now, here's Dedmon. T dishes to Dedmon. Over Green. Dedmon's shot is off.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Here's the dish to Jones. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. Get the shot. And it's in off the backboard.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Rockets trail by 5. On the wing, Eric Gordon. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Eric Gordon. Green's got 7 points.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Teague, the pass to Fernando. To the middle. Here's Jones. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Tries from 10, and the jumper is good. 9 points in the game so far.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Atlanta leading by 3. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bembry out there with Teague, and it's Fernando in at the center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here's...
Nice job operating off the dribble for Reddish, a nice consistent part of his game.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke. Had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. And a switch here also for Houston. House is checked in. House kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Huerter. Back to Capella. Lays it up off the glass. Capella's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tucker can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Huerter passes to Collins. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. And the dunk by Capella.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. The Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the contest. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
Dedmon using his size on the inside and the defense trying to do their best to keep him away from the basket. Not that time.
There's the steal. Passes it to Herter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young from outside. Rebounded by Tucker. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Trailing by 10. Covington with the bucket.
For all the attention that Russell gets for his scoring, tonight the passing looks sharp.
Young outside. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Capella. Second chance shot. The shot, no good.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Harden.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here is Young. 6 points for him. Herter, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Dedmon throws it down.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Pass to House. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Young dishes to Capella. The kick out to Young. From deep. The long distance three is buried. Young's got 9.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
The kick out to Westbrook. Inside. Harden draws the double. The pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
1 second left. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
Herter showed some great progress in his first year and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And so that's the end of the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to... And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. Hawks. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 side.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
And here's Young from the arc. That one, no good. And it's Houston the other way.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Rockets making the shot. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Collins looking around. Young finds Collins. Back to Young. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Damian Jones is checked in for Capella, and DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Kevin Huerter. A nice shot by Tucker.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Young. The Rockets making the shot. Over Westbrook. Here's Jones. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's 2-on-1. And some nice passing there by Houston. And the dunk by Covington.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Here's Bembry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good on the shot.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Harden's shot is good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Rockets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. Young for 3. The shot missing.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
The Hawks leading by 4. Bembry kicks to Young. Reddish the pass to Jones. Here's Bembry. Young outside. Pass to Reddish. Clock at 4. Dishes it to Jones. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Green inside. Working on Collins. Tucker finds Green. Back to Tucker. And Jones sends it back. Here's Bembry, guarded by McLemore. Young from outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Green dishes to Tucker. Kicks it out to Gordon. Unloads. Another miss by Houston. Atlanta leading by 6. To the inside. Here's Jones. Shoots over Tucker, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, not only the power there, did he chip a 2s on the rim? One of the best dunkers in the game.
Down low. It's stolen by McLemore. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Young. Out to the right wing. Here's Jones. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Hawks leading by 6. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Then there's Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in a power forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here's Reddish. Back to Dedmon. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Inside. Here's Dedmon. Another shot. Outside Teague. Pass to Herter. That 3 off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Covington sends it back. But they recover it. Dedmon with it. Now Covington defending. Dedmon kicks to Reddish. There's the pass to Fernando. Here's Herter. Tries again. Carroll with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Out to the right wing. Here is House. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Just a stellar job from Jeff Teague to get hit and still possess the wherewithal to finish off the play.
Rivers passes to Carroll. And stolen by Dedmon. To the paint. And it's Teague. That time on the assist from Reddish. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The kick out to Teague. To the middle. Covington with the steal. Pass to McLemore. Rivers in the corner. Covington in the corner. It's Rivers on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and Hunter subbed in for Reddish. And a change for the Rockets. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. It's stolen by Capella. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Collins checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Teague. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Such a wide open look.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Westbrook against Young. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Collins. He kicks to Capella. Stolen by Tucker. And the jam by Harden.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
So it's the Hawks now, following the score by Houston and the dunk by Capella.
doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Covington finds Tucker. Hunter grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Passes it to Hunter. Collins dishes to Hunter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hunter's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Clint Capella.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Young on the wing. There's the triple. Back to Herter. Young in the corner. Fires for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for And the Hawks with a confident look as they go in, looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, at the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Capella missing.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. And no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Pass to Herter. To the paint. Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Herter, guarded by Harris. And Young kicks to Capella. Young against Murray. Young's shot is off.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Over to the left wing. Murray outside. Now the feed to Millsap. Clock at 6. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And there's Hunter on the assist by Collins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Murray. Rebound by the Hawks.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Young with no one around. Tips it up, and Collins is right there.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Murray, good.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's Murray penetrating.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's Bembry. Pass to Jones. Shoots over Grant. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Craig passes to Plumlee. Pushing it up. Moving it up. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And Teague is kind of sneaky with his vertical, guys. I wouldn't call it great, but it's certainly better than average, and he'll fly high on occasion to jam whenever he gets the chance.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Jones finds Teague. Kicks it out to Jones. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. No good that time. Plumlee with some nice D. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, he's got tremendous speed. It's actually breathtaking when he gets out in transition. He really gets it done in the open floor.
Here's Bembry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside. And it's in there.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's a and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Porter is out there with Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Teague. Kicks it to Reddish. Out left to the wing. Floats one up, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Denver. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin,
oh my goodness! What a play!
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Morris into the lane. Count the basket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Atlanta leading by 3. Down low. Here's Hunter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Morris inside. He's against Young.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The shot. Here's Fernando. No good. Good work defensively by Millsap. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
The Hawks shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Hunter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hunter's got 6 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Barton outside. Morris kicks to Barton. Millsap left side. Over Collins. Millsap misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Collins in the post. Jokic defending. Basket good. He has 6.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Young against Morris. Outside Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Back to Morris. Shot from the top of the key. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Young, right side. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And here's Morris for 3. Fernando pulls it in. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And that one's good. Hunter.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Right side Millsap. .104 left to play in the first half. And that one hits back iron.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Jokic. A shake. And it's good on the layup.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
Young passes to Fernando. And it's sent back by Millsap. And stolen by Hunter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Fernando, that's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harris outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Young looking it over. The 3. He's off on that one. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Skal Labissiere. Clint Capella is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Dedmon kicks to Labissiere. Pass to Capella. Back to Labissiere. Jokic with the steal. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And Labissiere gets it to go.
Boy, the control Labissiere has. I mean, even with the contact, quite amazing at how he gets these shots to go.
Murray against Young. Murray, no good.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Capella finds Labissiere. And the pass to Young. And here is Capella. No good there. Nice D from Porter.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Dishes to Millsap. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Labissiere, the pass to Hunter. Back to Labissiere. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Labissiere's got 4 points this quarter. The Nuggets trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Grant the pass to Jokic. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Young for 3. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Young inside. He's covered by Murray. Capella, the pass to Dedmon. Young from outside. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. From outside the arc, Porter pulls it in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Grant.
Well, you know, the closer Capella is to the rim, the more effective he becomes, in my opinion, in part because of his size and nice touch.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Porter. Passes to Jokic. Knocks it loose. Back to Porter. Puts up a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. T kicks to Bembry. Jones the pass to Bembry. Teague with the ball. To the middle. Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Here's Herter. Plumlee with some nice D. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks on top of 5. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Plumlee out there with Von. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out, Herter passes to Jones. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Barton. Defense is right there. Feeds it to Plumlee. Latrey. And it's Barton that time on the assist from Plumlee.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Bembry. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Barton with the drive. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Jones. Nice move. No good on that one. Plumlee with some nice D. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That is his first foul of the game. For the Hawks, Reddish comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for T. Morris right side. Pass to Craig. Back to Vonleh. Inside. Here's Plumlee. Makes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
He feeds it to Morris. Over Young to tie it up. And there's the play by Morris inside. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the 4th quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. If they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella comes in for Jones. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Reddish. Good defense by Jokic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that one's good. Millsap.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
Hunter dishes to Capella. Banked in off the glass.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Jokic inside. Young's there. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Hunter dishes to Capella. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Porter. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Pass to Young. There's 47 seconds left in the game. They get it back.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Back to Murray. To the inside. Here's Millsap. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Young from outside. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Here's Young. It's good!
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane.
Wide open look here for Murray. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late.